Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. There is huge news going around rumors going around for Brock Lesnar's opponent for SummerSlam this year. As seen on Monday's episode of Raw, WWE announced that the company would be announcing Brock Lesnar's SummerSlam opponent on this Thursday's broadcast of WWE SmackDown. Now, Dave Meltzer said on today's installment of Wrestling Observer Radio that the rumor going around is that Randy Orton would be revealed as Brock Lesnar's opponent. Now, Randy Orton has been sidelined with an injury. Yes, you guys all know that Randy Orton has been out with a WWE injury. He's been injured and he's been out for a while, and there's always been news going around. When was the Viper going to strike? When was Randy Orton going to come back to WWE and fight at a big, huge pay-per-view event? Okay, and who was his opponent going to be chosen? Who was his opponent going to be if Randy Orton came back to SummerSlam? I mean, there's a lot of people that Randy Orton could have fought if he came back to WWE when he did come back and returned back to WWE. So now we know there's a rumor going around. So, I mean, it could change. Just take it with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. But Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar at this year's SummerSlam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this match could have potential. I mean, listen, I am not a Randy Orton fan. I respect what the man does. I respect him in that ring. He's a hard worker. And I think he has awesome movesets, but in my opinion, I don't think we ever saw him fight Brock Lesnar. I mean, look what Brock Lesnar can do. I mean, this guy is insane, okay? Brock Lesnar brings money in for the WWE, and he does a lot. But the thing that we have to question about is if he is going to face Randy Orton at SummerSlam, if it does happen, and if it does take place where we do see this match happen, then what about UFC 200? Because Brock Lesnar is going to make an appearance there. So we don't know if this match does happen. What happens if Brock Lesnar does get injured at UFC 200 and he's out for a couple of months? Okay, then that's not going to look good for the Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton match at SummerSlam this year. If he does get injured, then we possibly may not see that match, ladies and gentlemen. So, if it does happen, if it does take place, do you want to see the Viper Randy Orton take on Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam this year? It's a big match that we could possibly see, guys. I mean, Brock Lesnar's money, okay? And if you put Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, I think we could get a good match between those two. I mean, but I think Brock Lesnar would destroy Randy Orton at SummerSlam this year. I think he could. But, you know, Randy Orton is a hard worker. I'm just not a huge fan of him, you know, that's all. I'm just not a huge fan of Randy Orton. But what do you guys think? Do you think Brock Lesnar would beat Randy Orton, or do you think Randy Orton would beat Brock Lesnar? Your comments, your opinions, guys. Don't forget, follow me on Twitter at TheTalkShow101. I'll put the link in the description of you guys below. Articles from RingsideNews.com as well below. And I'll see you on the next show. Subscribe.